Hello and welcome back to more In the Shadows, a solo In the Shadows. Today we're playing as our fourth solo persona and final solo persona, which is, I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce this. This is just MOI, which is what the abbreviation in the book. Special ability, I can ambush with both cells in Maquis, and secondary victory condition is I must successfully ambush and remove all three collaborator markers from the game. And the collaborator markers are these guys, and they get placed in the locations with the milice. And as far as ambush activities, they act like milice. So any ambush that would eliminate a milice unit can eliminate one of them instead. Not instead. It can eliminate one of them, but only if the milice unit in the zone is not there. So in other words, if I did it here, I would have to eliminate this first, then I could eliminate this. But if this unit moves out, then if I get a milice, I can eliminate this. So essentially, I've got to just go around the map and I got to get rid of all of these guys with ambush action. So kind of similar to the one that we played earlier where there was a lot of ambushing. This should be like a fair amount of ambushing as well. So going over here just to remind myself, most of the setup I think is done. I think I just have to I can place one Maquis in a blue zone and then flip the remaining resistance cells and place them in any zones on the map. So we'll place a Maquis here. That's pretty obvious. And then I think we'll actually, to be honest with you, I think I'm going to place the Maquis here. Because what I'm going to try and do is get these milice units to move is going to be my initial goal. So we'll do this. We'll do this, and we'll see if we can get these milice units to like leave these zones with the collaborators and give me a shot at them. Okay, so that is setup. There's no special setup for this. And then we are ready to roll with the game. So just make sure these, I think these are shuffled by the script, but I will make sure. And we'll draw 2 cards for ourselves. And we've got Nazi Reprisals and Betrayal. So not a great... Well, this is a good one to play because this one isn't going to have any effect. Still need to change the scripting to move that. This event isn't actually going to hurt me at all, so because that's where it starts. So I'm going to play that one first. That'll give me quite a lot of activity with a wild card. So they get the Gestapo. Oh dear. And the worst part about this is... Oh, wait. Let me think about this. Oh, yeah, they're going to get to go, and they're going to get to go with somebody revealed. Oops, oops, oops. Okay. Oops. So, my card's AP. If the activation of the higher value card, no uncovered resistance, I go first. So, I go first. So, I am going to be going with 6 AP. And I think what I'm going to focus on this first turn is, because he hasn't moved anybody yet, so his collaborators are still protected by milice. I'm going to focus on, I think, doing some, like, sabotaging in these areas. So I'm going to start by sabotaging here in M4. Okay. Start by sabotaging here in M4. And my special ability, ambush actions, both cells and Maquis, right? All right, so sabotage, we do get it, and there is an alert. So I said M4, so we place an alert marker there. So that's good. So that's one. And then I'm going to take the opportunity to covertly move this guy while I'm still got this thing in that space. So I'll covertly move him. And then I think I'm going to... I'll sabotage here. So I got to uncover my unit. That's not good. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to spend one more to flip him, one more to move him covertly, and then I'll try another sabotage action here. And that one, oh boy, that's a bad one. Ooh, rough start to the game here. So I got an alert marker and I had to uncover my guy. All right. So now it is his turn and he gets 7 actions. So what is he going to target? So he's going to target this area because this is the one where he has I've got a unit and he's got 1 unit. These guys are both in areas with 0. No, I'm so sorry. Forget that. He's going to target here because they always target revealed resistance units first. So he's going to target there. And so let's go over here real quick. Oops. With 7 AP, he's going to move a German, then he's going to move a Milice. So his first 2 actions, first one is going to move a German unit, and it costs 0, but it removes the alert marker. Second one is going to move the Milice unit. That does, in fact, cost 1. And now he's going to attempt to arrest. So he fails. Oh, that was an ambush, sorry. Arrest was also a failure. So he would have succeeded if he had an informant. He does not. Seems unlikely I'm going to survive this entire time. But at least it's bleeding him of actions. There we go. He finally succeeds. So let's see. So we moved 0. God, I'm so bad at this. Moved 0. Moved 1 in. Then he had 1, 2, 3 failures and a success. Right? 3 failures and a success. So now he'll target here because now he's going to target the one where he has 1. But here he's down in this 2 column, so he's not going to be moving anybody. So he's just going to attempt to uncover that guy. And that is a success, which is then going to allow him with his last AP to attempt to arrest, which is also success. Oh, no, I'm so sorry. I wasn't paying attention. So he's uncovered an informant. So that means that he's going to shift his attention here because he can't do anything there. But here he's just going to do nothing. Right? Because with 1 AP left, he would attempt arrest, attempt uncover, but he's going to do nothing. So not a hugely successful turn by any stretch of the imagination. I basically am down to 1 unit on the board. And and he hasn't even really moved away from the collaborators that I'm trying to attack yet. So that was a rough start. So in between, I can flip Maquis. I can place a Maquis. Well, we are definitely placing a Maquis at this point because we are desperate here to get something going. So we're going to place that Maquis there, I believe is going to be the thing to do. Okay, so we move to round 2. And I draw a card. I need something better. You may move 1 covert Maquis to an adjacent zone, perform a free ambush action, draw 2 resolution cards, and keep the result of your choice. That's probably a good one to play. I can move in here and see what I can do here. Although I would really like to do it in an area where I could actually have more of a chance. So I think I'm going to hold on to that. And I'm going to play Nazi reprisals instead. And the Germans get Milice reprisals. So they're going to go first. When this card is played, the occupation will add 1 Milice unit to the white district. So we'll use a location card. So they're going to add it to zone 2. No, because it already has one. Zone 3. So they're going to add one to zone 3. Okay. I think my biggest problem here is going to be like getting to a win condition in general right now because I'm struggling so badly. Got to do some recruiting, I think, this turn. Okay. So this is going to be their target. Because they've got one German unit in it. So, and with 2 to 4 AP, they aren't going to move Milice. So they're basically just going to spend 2 APs to try to... That's wrong. I think it's still just 1 AP to try to uncover a... oh, wait a minute. Oh, actually, hang on. So theirs is white. Let's get this right. So they still aren't going to target anything up here. So they are going to go down here. But now that uncover action is going to cost them 2 because it does not match the suit. Sorry, got to be a little bit more careful. I'm playing a little too fast maybe. So their uncover is a failure. And with 1 AP left, they don't have enough to do anything else. So they will do nothing else. Okie dokie. So now it is my turn. And I have 4. But they're going to add 1 German unit to the red district. So zone 3, no, zone 4. So they're going to add a German unit to the red district. Right there. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move... I've got 4 and I can spend them anywhere. So covert moves only cost 1. Trying to think of where I want to move this guy. Well, let's just start here. Because the thing is if I do this next turn, he can probably move in here in order to sort of like use that card to move in here and attempt to grab that collaborator. So I think what I'm going to try to do now is I'm going to try first to recruit in that area. So I moved in and now I'm going to attempt to recruit. So I got a red disc and an alert marker. Now the alert marker is unfortunate because I was kind of hoping then to sabotage. But that is not going to work. So, what to do, what to do, what to do? This guy just doesn't have a great place to go, you know? So I think maybe what I'm going to do is covertly move him to there. Actually, boy, oh boy. I'm going to spend 1 and I'm going to attempt to recruit here. So uncover, but only if it was a red unit, so that isn't going to happen. And then I'll spend my last 1 to covertly move that guy. Now, I'm going to leave him there. I should do a covert move here. Maybe what I'll do is I'll move him here, and that'll induce him to like do some stuff here against this Maquis, who, you know, they cost more to attempt to arrest. So maybe I'll get a little bit lucky. It's a little bit risky, but I don't have a lot of great places to move guys. Like I don't really want to move him into Paris if I can help it. It's maybe a little bit risky. I don't know. Okay. No, I don't like that move, actually, because my concern is that if he does get arrested, he can't move into Paris with that card. So I'd rather not move him, I think. Boy, oh boy. I think I'll move him into... All right, I'm going to move him here. He's not going to get targeted too often, but I don't like moving him here because it gives them a free action point, because when they move in there, it sort of, it costs 0. But I need to get kind of where I can start doing some things. Okay, so I can flip my key 1 second. Okay, flip my key, but I don't have any. And we'll put another marquee there. All right. So we are on to the next turn, to round 3. We get clandestine press. You may perform 2 free recruit actions in zones with or adjacent to cells as if a resistance unit was present. That's a really good one. But I want to take this opportunity to try to get this collaborator before he can do anything. So I'm going to play Simone Seguin. Sorry. Okay. And their card is Nazi Reprisals. So I'm going to make them go first. Only because they're going to be operating in the white zone. So this guy isn't really at risk. Oh, no, they won't be operating in the white zone. They'll be operating anywhere. What are they going to prioritize? They're going to prioritize that zone. But I'm still going to make them go first. They've only got 3 APs, so it's not that bad. So they're going to place a German unit in the white district. So in the white district, they can place, the only place they can place it is 4. I mean, that's what they drew. Probably didn't need to draw that. They can place it in 4. Oh, no, now they are going to target this, actually. Well, no. It's a tie, so we're going to have to pick. So basically, this zone and this zone are basically tied because they both have alert markers. They both have 1 German unit. So we're going to draw a location card to figure out which one it's going to be. So it's going to be the white zone. So they're going to target this guy right here. And with 2 to 4 AP, they're just going to attempt to uncover. So they're going to spend 1 AP, and they're going to attempt to uncover that Maquis unit, and that is a failure. They'll spend 1 more, and that is a failure because they don't have a blue unit. So they'll spend their last one, and also a failure because they don't have a blue unit. Great. Okay. So now, my turn. I can move 1 covert Maquis to an adjacent zone, perform a free ambush action, draw 2 resolution cards, and keep the result of your choice. Now, here's the thing. I was originally thinking I was going to do it here in Paris and take this guy who's uncovered. But the thing is, I've got a bunch of activity in the red area. So I'm actually thinking what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the event to move this guy to here and perform this. And I'm going to hope maybe I get a little bit lucky and I can remove 2 or something. So my first card for ambush is I can eliminate any 2. That's exactly what I was looking for. Now it uncovers me, which is unfortunate. But the other one is a failure. So the ambush works. So we can get rid of, push that Milice unit to there. We eliminate the collaborator. We'll put him in the disappeared just so that we remember. But now this guy is uncovered. I think we might be able to fix that. We'll see next turn. We might be able to fix that in time. So that was my event. Okay. So now we get 6 in the red zone. So, first things first, we're going to covert move this guy to here. And then we are going to attempt to ambush. Put that back. Failure. 1 second. Okay, I was just checking, so I can't attempt an ambush here again. So I think what I'm going to attempt to do is I'm going to attempt to sabotage here. So that succeeds. And that's good because that allows me to hide resistance units, ignoring occupation units. So I think hide does have an unmatched suit penalty cost. So, uh, I moved that unit. I attempted to ambush. I sabotaged. Didn't even place an alert marker, which was cool. Then I think I'm going to spend 2 to flip this unit. And then I will recruit in R3. So I can place a Maquis or an orange unit. So we'll place a resistance cell there. All right. That is the end of my turn. So that is the end of round 3. So I could flip. I can place the Maquis, but again, I'm going to hold that last Maquis in reserve until I kind of know better where I want him to go. So we're going to, and I don't have any uncovered Maquis there, so nothing's going to happen there. So now we draw our next card. Front guard. The average amount we use randomly select and uncover 1 Maquis. Okay. I'm going to play that. It's got a huge amount. Actually, now that I think about that, I should hold that. This might be a good card to hold until the end of the game because it really doesn't matter. At the end of the game, if I'm going last, it does not matter if he has, if I uncover a Maquis unit. It just doesn't matter. But it would allow me to do a bunch of stuff in the blue area. The thing is, I'm the clandestine press right now. I don't think so. Now I'm kind of thinking I don't really need. I only got 1 in here and 1 in here, so I'm not sure that I really need that yet. So even though I think this might be a good card to hold for the end of the game, I'm going to hold on. I'm going to release it here. No, this one's actually a really good one, maybe for the end of the game, Betrayal, because it gives you a wild card with 6, as long as that moving that thing isn't going to hurt. All right, so that's me. Germans, false papers. Okay, that's going to help. Ignore uncover results when taking sabotage and recruit actions. Woohoo, that's pretty cool. Okay, so with a tie, I get to choose. So we're going to make him go first. But he's going to have a big turn here. So, red zone. So there's no uncovered. So, red zone. He's going to prioritize here because that is where he has the he has one German unit here as opposed to none here. So, first things first, with 7, he's going to move a German, but that isn't going to happen. He's going to move a milice unit. So that costs 0, gets rid of the alert marker. Now this guy's in deep trouble. Now he's going to attempt to uncover this guy. So 1, attempt to uncover. Well, he doesn't need more than 1 now, does he? Okay, and he finds the second informant. So now he's going to shift his attention here. And he's going to spend 2 to move both of these guys in, right? We're at 6 APs. So then the 6th one, he'll move a German. 5th one, he'll move milice. Oh, wait, 6. So yeah, so now he's down to 4. Now he's going to attempt, Now he's going to attempt to uncover. This is unfortunate. I thought I had time here, and I don't. He's going to attempt to uncover that Maquis, which he succeeds at. Now he's going to spend... Sorry, that would have been there. Now, because we did uncover, move, uncover, and now he's going to attempt to arrest that Maquis unit. And it's a failure. And now he has no APs left. So that is the end of that. Okie doke. So when this card is played, the activation will use so he's going to uncover another Maquis. So that will be in the white district. So he's going to uncover this Maquis. So not ideal. Not ideal at all. Whew, what do I do now? Okay. So I am in, the blue zone is my sweet spot. So I think I'm going to spend 2, and I'm going to flip that guy. I'm going to spend 2, and I'm going to move that guy. Moving doesn't have a penalty for unmatched suit. Then I'm going to attempt to sabotage here. So that succeeds, and we get an alert marker. So that unit goes in, that unit goes down. But we place an alert marker, okay. Then I think let's attempt to sabotage here as well. Yes, so we do sabotage there as well. And now we actually have an opportunity where covert moves only cost 1 action. Where to move, though? I could do another recruit here, but I still have this card. So I get 2 free recruit actions coming up when I want them. So I feel like I should move somebody. And I think I'm just going to move that guy. All right. That's my last 2. So then this guy will flip at the end. I'm not going to place my last Maquis. And so that is the end of round 4. So we're moving on to round 5, but that seems like a good place to end this video. If you're enjoying the video, it'd be great if you could leave a like. Definitely leave comments on what you're seeing, especially if I'm doing anything wrong. It's helpful not only in case I've misunderstood something, although I feel like I have a pretty good grasp on the rules here, but sometimes I still make mistakes. It'd be great if you could leave those comments so other people watching the video can know where I might have made a mistake. If you're enjoying the series, if you're enjoying the channel, it'd be great if you could subscribe and hit the notification bell. But with all of that said, I will see you next time for the conclusion of this In the Shadows playthrough on Agility Snips Gaming Table.